thing got like, he got pressured, you know what I mean? And that pressure built up because he was like, fuck, we have like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And then,
Well, I didn't, believe it or not, I didn't know who Avicii was until fairly recently because I was away for a while. You know, I went to jail,
yeah,
and it was during that time like he blew up.
yeah,
But I'm going through my YouTube downloads, and I see 3 billion views, 5 billion views. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see what he like. I guess I know what I see from like before him or after him. He kind of was the one to mix like other music into the EDM, you know,
yeah,
and make like country EDM, like pop EDM, which made it go mainstream and everyone fucking like everyone likes it. You know, you're appealing to a huge audience. But what's this? Do you know anything about that story, man? Because like it seems weird. Like he was in the time of his life. He had like with over $50 million. He was 26,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden he kills himself on a vacation.
yeah.
That's kind of weird, right? Like, I mean, I heard he had depression problems, but it just, and then
Like,
I heard
it's
his
same
father didn't.
thing with Michael Jackson.
True, true. I think
But
when you get to
that
that
wasn't
level,
it.
there's a
But
lot
he
of people
was
you
like,
kind of gotta
there
be
was more
weary
of
of, you know?
another story because that was, he did it way longer than Avicii. Like,
Yeah.
but this was like a very early, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And that's because I think like, you know what I mean, if you do too much to the body, then you're gonna collapse.
Yeah.
Right? Then body are not meant to. I don't know. It's not maybe meant to. I don't know. Yeah.
Hold on, connection is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, but it's like, you know, I was just talking about that too. Like if I had that money and was in that position, I would want a secretary around me, wake me up. Here's this, here's that, here's what you got to do today, here's that, you know.
Yeah.
But they do. It's like what happens is you start making money, and the studio gives you those people, and they're suckers basically. They want to get you for anything they can, get you on drugs, get you fucked up, and we see this over and over again in the music
Yeah.
industry, Hollywood. You know, sad. But yeah, no, so I recently started listening to Avicii and like his older stuff, like the first popular one, Levels and all that.
Yeah.
And then it made me think about you. I was like, oh shit, fucking it's from Sweden and shit. And I'm like, oh, is it just the thing there where it's like that's the spot where a lot of EDM comes from there? But for everyone that doesn't know you, why don't you just tell, I'm going to shut up. Tell everybody who you are and what you do and your name and where you're from and all that.
Yeah. So, like, my name is EK. Well, should I just talk, like, or what?
So what do you do?
Not, are you just gonna ask questions, or I'm just gonna introduce myself? Like, I don't know.
Well, you're a, pro- you would call yourself a producer, right? You'd say a producer?
Yeah.
So where do you like where would people be able to find your stuff?
Like, you, like, there's, like, if you, like, I'm having an Instagram, so people can check me out if they want to.
Yes, yeah. I put some of my story yesterday,
Yeah.
a couple of them, but or you can go to his page. I'll list his page under all the posts to check it out.
Yeah. But like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? In every beat that I make, like, even if it's a sample, I want to make something special, even though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that because of my writing, you know, because like if I'm writing poetry, like it's a therapy for me, but I also want
Yeah.
to make it like so it touches someone's heart in
Yeah.
a way, you know? Is it like a therapy for you also, making
Yeah.
the music?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. How
Or
it's
you
like
like more of a
always been. Like, you know what I mean? Like, life has a lot of up and downs, and if you just have the right kind of music, you will get through it. Like, you know?
that's so true and underrated, man. Like,
Yeah.
music is like a drug. It is a drug. Like,
Yeah.
it's something you can listen to, and it changes your whole mindset, or your whole like, all of a sudden, you're fucking energized, you're happy. Music is very underrated, man, but he that's absolutely right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
And I
time
just,
machine also, because it brings you back to different times in your life, and you get that feeling that you had at that time in your life, you know?
yeah.
Or that person that you were with. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cool.
crazy. And like, as well, do you know, like, it like when I really say that there's levels of actually knowing what music is, and one level is actually knowing like what it does to you inside of you when you
Like,
listen to it, when it
physically and
hits.
mentally?
When it hits, you listen when it hits. Like what does that do to you? How do you react? You know what I mean? Like it's everything, you know what I mean? Like
So is that like a
listen
dopamine
once
spike that happens there?
what?
Is it a dopamine spike that happens there? Like,
Yeah.
so, and it's like, why
And
would
that is
maybe that
what's
same song would make me feel happy, but another person get depressed, you
yeah,
know?
no, and
Or
that is what's so nice that you know what I mean, music is for everyone.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, it is.
music is
Art, music
basically
is
like
something that is for
everything,
everyone.
anything. Like I've seen people on Instagram just, you know what I mean, like people in like you know what I mean, like Nigeria just playing around. And it sounds so good, you know. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Seeing the same I know what you mean.
And
You think
sometimes I
about it, like,
just see it on the internet. You know what I mean? And yeah,
and they're happy, yeah. They're
yeah.
happy.
And do you know what's crazy, dude? I just thought of this. This is just reality. Listen, so I go live sometimes on TikTok, right? Just
I'm gonna
to,
put my
you know what I mean?
headphones in
Maybe I
here. You're
DJ,
breaking up a little bit on your end.
maybe I'm mixing like that. You know what I mean? Like mixing because, like, I like to
Okay,
mix as a
you're froze.
DJ. Listen, I like to mix as a DJ and I like to produce. You know what I mean?
Alright. Alright, so yeah, so where we were at, we were talking about Avicii, we were talking about music. I was never a huge fan of EDM. I used to go to what they call, I want this placement different. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna
Listen,
be
bro,
like
I want you, like, I have a question for you, okay? Have you ever listened to music and when the drop hits, you get goosebumps? Has that ever happened to you?
the shift that down your spine. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Because only like I have heard studies that are only a few of us. It's actually really rare.
Really?
Yeah, like I have seen like I don't know if this is real, but on Instagram that people that experience this type of phenomenon when you listen to music as a very special condition.
That's fucking interesting, dude.
Like you know what I mean?
I heard something similar to that the other day that a child was asking his mother. He says he was crying because he kept listening to the same song over and over again and he felt something with that song. And he's like, Mom, why do I keep feeling this for this song? And she's like,
Yeah,
you just feel different than other people. You could actually feel the music. I thought that
yeah.
was everyone though. I didn't know like it was only
And
certain
that's the
people get that.
thing, dude. Some people can't feel music. And
That's
you know what I mean?
interesting.
And those that can't feel music, we don't want to be around them.
Yes, yeah, yeah. There's something else there. Like that personality, the people that feel that, I'm sure they have a lot more in common than
Yeah,
that.
but at
You know what I
least
mean?
them
They're
like
probably more
at least
empaths.
people
They're
that
more,
actually listen to music, okay? That likes music, that doesn't dislike because what like listen, bro, there was one time I'm just gonna
yeah.
tell you this.
And
I was on
that's another thing. I'll pretty much give everything a chance, but there's certain things that stick with me that just like are like I go back to over and over again. You know. Um, but do you when you started making music, was Avicii already famous there and everything, or was before or after?
no, it was started after, I think.
Okay. Um, it's that you guys from the same city and everything, right? I think from or at least from the country over there. I was
Yeah,
actually
like yeah.
I always wanted to move there, bro, but I always heard it's like they don't let anyone in. You have to be like a scientist. You got like it's like they only let in the best of the best. Basically, it's weird.
No, like the like bro, Sweden has a lot of problem with immigration. I can just tell you that.
Say it again about immigration.
Yeah, like we have a lot of big
It's what you
problems
cut
with
off for a second.
immigration, and
It's the
like you know what I
opposite of
mean,
America.
dude. It's worse than America, dude. I
Worse, yeah.
yes,
You mean worse than America as far as they're not letting
dude.
anyone
Like
in, right?
we had
Because
a I
America,
think it was a
yeah, you used to be able to walk right through it. Now
7 year.
you
I
can't.
don't know if it was a 7 or 10 year old boy that was like you know what I mean. That was creating a mass shooting in Sweden.
Yeah, the immigration issue.
I don't know.
Why is this light?
But yeah, now we're coming into that
You see me
subject. But
bright?
yeah, no, I don't
Nah,
see you,
yeah.
dude. You are wider than I don't know.
Yeah, it's the sun, but it won't. It'll.
Is it
So what
sunny?
made you? Yeah, but it's got. That has to be a fucking. That has to be a filter or something. What made
No,
you
dude,
want?
that's not sun, dude. Dude,
What
that's
made
not
you
sun.
get into it at first, though? Like you felt that feeling before you ever like played an instrument or learned how to do anything.
I
I'm
don't know.
sure.
I don't know. There was just one day where I was playing one beat. I don't know what beat that was, but I'm surely gonna find it out. Um, so I was, uh, so I was just playing that beat, and I was like, that was the first ever musical part I heard.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I was just amazed how the rhythm was, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but I was starting with trap, then I was moving on to afro, and then there was deep house. Right now I'm creating more deep house, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, and all of the
In every beat
like
there is a
EDM. I'm sorry, go ahead.
special, you know what I mean? And listen,
But
the only
okay, so
real ones
if there's
know what a
different
good beat is,
categories now,
okay?
right? So you have does it all fall under EDM, and then there's different like subcategories?
Yeah, like deep house,
So
there
give me kind
is
of an example. Like, what would
dub,
Avicii be
but
considered? What would Avicii be considered?
to do what? What do you mean consider?
I'm wondering if we're better off jumping on Instagram, dude, and just filming
What?
it there. I'm wondering if we're better off just jumping on Instagram.
What?
I'm won- I think we're better off just going on Instagram and filming it because just the Wi-Fi or whatever,
Do
something's
you
not
want to go
working.
live on Instagram?
Yeah, we'll do that, and I'll just save it there, and I'll post
Yeah.
it. All right, we'll probably
Yeah.
get a better connection. You hear me?